So if you don't remember, I've done a lot of anti-scamming on this channel. From anti-scamming the Duel Arena scammers, oh my gosh, scammer, to doing full breakdowns of lure attempts made on me by maxed skill total accounts, to being able to fight back and kill the lurers that took me to PvP worlds. Many of these scammers send cyber attacks and death threats to people that expose their methods. To fight back, I've gone undercover as a rich Runescape noob to create video documentation of their sneaky methods and share what I've learned with my subscribers. And after I've recorded all the tactics I can get out of them, like squeezing pus from assist, sometimes I even manage to take some of their money from them by the end. These RuneScape scammers have been exposed and outskilled in the past, and that's my venture today. To do a breakdown of a lure attempt, and by the end of it, see if I can come out on top by taking the scammer's GP from them. Fair warning, do not do this at home. I highly recommend nobody goes and tries to do this unless you really know what you're doing. In most cases, if it's too good to be true, it probably is. This is not a good moneymaker, and if you think you're exploiting a lurer, it's probably the other way around. For the last couple of years, I put my anti-scamming antics to the side because I found it much more fun to actually play RuneScape instead of getting down and dirty with the scammers that infect this game. I've been raiding, working towards maxing my low hit point Ironman accounts, and working on a secret series that I plan to release in April. But I've taken some time away from all that to go on my friend's account, wear expensive gear, act like a noob, and wait for someone to try to lure me. Here I am training herblore and minding my own business when Fabulos Z5 comes and trades me a set of full gilded, worth a pretty penny. Here we go, the first lure attempt. But first, we scored a sponsor for this month, and I'd like to share how they help me, aside from allowing me to make these videos. I use their service because they deliver chef-crafted meals straight to my doorstep, and this service might help you if you're in need of a quick meal without the mess. Factor helps avoid fast food and ordering in because they take 2 to 3 minutes to prepare and cook. So let Factor take care of your meals for you while you focus on doing what you love. Get 50% off your first Factor box and free wellness shots for life using my link. That means you can choose 2 free wellness shots from 3 available flavors for every order while you are an active subscriber. Click the link in the description or scan the QR code with your phone. And thanks to Factor for saving me time and supporting these videos. Have another scammer here. What does this scammer want, huh?
You take this for you try my video, okay?
Okay, so I call this the be in my video scam, where the scammer pretends like they want you to roleplay or get in this weird situation in order to be part of their YouTube channel. What an honor. They presented the set of full gilded earlier in order to pretend like that would be my costume for the roleplay. So it makes it kind of tempting to take part if you can get some really valuable items out of it. Now this next part is the most important weapon in my arsenal of anti-luring. It's called playing hard to get. I only saw the trade me part. I'm just a newbie Tebow wearing noob. Leave all items. Oh, okay. Meet me here, go sir. Where are we going?
Don't do it, you idiot. You fucking dumb fuck.
So I'm in Lumbridge now and just kind of waiting for instructions on what to do. When am I gonna get my full gilded? But not to worry because Fabulos Z5 says his boss is coming soon. The video boss, that's what he's called.
Hi boss.
Now there's a guy under that plant there that I'm supposed to see, but the lurers didn't know the plant was blocking him. Anyway, he has a twisted bow and full Masori worth about 2 billion GP, a lot of money. And at the time I'm thinking that they got too many lure victims at once. They accidentally doubled up and are trying to lure 2 people at the same time. Wait, why'd they take us to the same place? Okay, so apparently this other lure victim is privy to the fact that this is a lure. He says 3 dog scammers give or I'll leave. At this point, the lurers want me to know it's a scam, but for me to think I'm smart enough to outsmart them. Okay, you guys may have caught on already, but everybody in this picture is part of the luring team, even that guy blowing glass at the bank. His job is to tell this rich guy, who's definitely not part of the lure, that this is a lure attempt and he's getting lured. But he says, I know bud, making it seem like he's got a trick up his sleeve. Naturally, I'm a curious fella, and just like you, I want to know what's about to go down. And I have my main account on standby if I need to hop to the PvP world and kill one of these lurers. And it's at this point that I finally learn Bird and Soggy is definitely in on this scam, 100%. Be quiet for 3 seconds. He's definitely in on this scam, man. So yeah, this scam is very elaborate. They've got a bunch of high-level accounts with a lot of GP on them contributing to this lure. See, these guys know English, they're just pretending to not know English. It goes with the whole they're stupid, I'm smart narrative. I've probably anti-lured this exact lure before, actually. So let's see if I can do it again. I feel so flattered that all of these actors have come together to put on a grand performance just for me. All of this is just a spectacle for me to witness. These guys deserve their Oscar nominations. Yeah, this guy's part of it. He's like explaining everything that's going on. I don't know what the scam is, but we're gonna find out. So Bird and Soggy goes to the bank and gets out his max gear. And before I know it, the lurer gave over the full set of gilded that was supposed to be mine over to this other guy. Because he was quick with the trade, mind you. Wow. This is such an elaborate lure.
Damn.
You didn't have time to trade that over? What happened? And now I'm asking them what happened. So now they know that I can anti-scam them for this 27 mil, you know? Of course I can. See, they've got like a HCIM scout pretending to be an Iron Man, and this guy's pretending to be an Iron Man too. But look at the high scores. He's not actually a hardcore. Look, they're just scouts. You went and bought another? So I wasn't recording, but the guy came back in the PvP world, carrying this stuff on him. So clearly he doesn't think that any low levels are there to tally block and kill him. So they give me these Zamrak brews to lower my hit points. And then the rich lurer PMs me, trying to help me out, right? Do not equip the Pharaoh Scepter. Okay, so what I predict this scam is he's gonna trade me, but it's not actually him trading me. And once I click the accept in my trade box, it's gonna lure me to near the teleport spot where the person that traded me teleported to. You keep all. So he wants me to keep clicking these items. And then because my mouse is right here, if he declines, then I will press outward into the danger zone, which we can see there's a white dot right there. And I'm willing to bet you that white dot is a level 118. Oh, it's level 111. That's right, masked by the fake HCIM scout that we saw earlier. So I was trying to get that level 111 combat account to come back while I was ready for it on my main account. All the while making sure I didn't get lured out into the danger zone, losing all my money. But I had trouble timing things right and getting things just how I liked them. And eventually the guy suggested we go to the crafting guild instead. And this time I was ready.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
You fucking dumb fuck.
At the very least, I was able to document the elaborate lure attempt, but I have to admit, this is a failure. I even tried to attack the scout instead. That was a terrible misclick. And now I've played my hand, and they know who I am, the anti-scamming guy.
Trash videos L0L. How are you so slow to cool?
Just to suffer.
After that embarrassing failure, I was bored and disappointed. I didn't know what to do. I was literally just like fooling around on the PvP world. But I realized, why not just go on a different account and try again? They'll probably find me again and try to lure me. And that they did. They have scout bots at the Grand Exchange that let them know when someone wealthy is nearby. I was fletching and went AFK a little bit too long, and so Fabulous Z5 had sent me a few trade requests, but then he went and hopped world, so I had to go find him again. And it looks like he found another guy with a twisted bow. But it didn't take me long to get his attention again, act dumb, teleport to Lumbridge, and what do you know? Bird and Soggy has changed his name to Bird Flexer. Look, they're the same combat level. They changed this character's name because they figured I would probably report all of their RSNs to the J-mods. And this is the character that has around 2 bill worth of gear on it, so they changed this RuneScape name, but didn't bother changing the other accounts' names. So I have to watch their grueling theater performance all over again. But I can't let this slide. I will persist until I take money from these guys. So I play along like a good little lure victim, hoping that this main low-level talker would do the same thing they did last time. Teleport back to Wintertodd in the PvP world. Because if he does, I have the perfect account to take him out.
Trash videos L0L.
You fucking dumb fuck.
You're a disgrace to this family.
You will never be enough.
You son of a motherless goat!
Oh my god. Please freeze him. Yes. Yes! Yes! Yes, baby! I got the lurer! That makes the video, man. Oh my gosh. 75 mil taken from the lurer's greasy hands, showing that with a little persistence, dreams can come true. They're still trying to get me here. Over the years, lures have come up with a lot of weird ways to scam people. For instance, this next one kind of reminds me of the Pavlov effect. Some of these lures are experts in social engineering and conditioning their victims to do exactly what they want them to. It was just a minute after I put on my twisted bow that this guy Omnidog comes and trades me. And he puts up 1 mil on the trade screen. He doesn't accept, but about 5 minutes later, someone comes over and trades me again. But this time it's a different person. Okay, we got a lurer. Oh. He tells me to show the twisted bow in the trade. Oh, I should have accepted it. Yeah, he really put up 40 mil over the market price of the twisted bow and double accepted. And that's not a fake trick. I actually could have gotten that profit from him, which puts my headspace exactly where he wants me.
I pay you for every accept.
He just gave me 1 mil. Well, I don't know about that one, buddy. He's just giving me money. He's conditioning me to accept. He's like social engineering me right now. This is wicked. It's here where the lure victim is supposed to know that it's a scam, but they feel like they can outsmart this lurer. Because after all, he speaks with broken English, so obviously you're smarter, right? But with enough conditioning and greed on the part of the lure victim, these 1 to 2 mil investments aren't really that much in comparison to a twisted bow, which is worth about 1.4 bill. He's giving me more money now, because I played hard to get. This is how it went a lot. Basically, I'd put up the twisted bow, he'd put up the 1.5 bill, then we'd both accept, and you can see here that it's 147 mil, not 1.5 bill anymore. So the response he's looking for from me is to accept both trade screens really quickly. And here is where I do that. And so he trades me a second time to reward that behavior with 1.5 mil. Does this actually work on people? It must work on people if he has an infinite supply of money to keep trading me. He's got a bot to do it for him, man. Don't remove. And we did this for literally 1 hour. My cash stack kept rising because he kept giving me 1.5 and eventually up to 2 mil per trade. As long as I kept pressing accept relatively quickly, he'd keep giving me a little bit of money. With 48 mil profit so far, he was getting a little upset. Little did I know that he actually had one more secret trick up his sleeve. Okay, now it really is 50 mil. It was here that he'd frequently flash the twisted bow and 20 mil, but I'm only able to actually get that 20 mil from him if I accept really quickly, which is exactly what he wants me to do. Accepted trade! Yes! I got him! I got him, yes! And this is where I'm most vulnerable. Because I just got this guy for 20 mil, so I'm invincible, right? I mean, he can't scam me. And that's exactly when he pulls out his last trick. This is awesome. Hey, there's the twisted cane. Very clever. That is pretty difficult to see, and I can definitely see how someone would fall for that. I'm playing with fire here, and please, nobody go and do these things. This is honestly really stupid on my part, because these guys, the thing is, they have experience with what they're doing. And that's really all that matters. If they have experience with it and you don't know, then it really doesn't matter how smart you are. You're just at a huge disadvantage, and you could easily get scammed. So please, if anyone ever tries to lure you, just hop worlds. After the twisted cane didn't work, the guy ran off. He was done. He didn't want to give me any more money. This was just a drop in an ocean of scams and scammers in RuneScape, but it was nice to come back and give them a taste of their own medicine.